Hi, hello, how are you all this fine day? I hope that if you're here, you subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and you follow the link that is down below that will help you subscribe to my weekly newsletter once a week on a Monday. One email, that's it, and super easy. Keeps you in the loop of things. And this kind of topic, I guess, is pretty timely in my case, just because not going to lie, but life is difficult, especially just all the things that come with supporting yourself, and especially now, putting it into the context for me of being autistic and doing that same thing is it's something that I thought, or it's something that I'm at least beginning to understand what that really means. But a huge part of that is understanding what my expectations are for myself and what goals I'm actually setting. Because even before, I knew anything about this part of my being, I am always of the mentality like go big, go home. I have no middle ground for anything. I'm either all in or I'm all out, not interested, and I set really high expectations for myself. I always have. Huge perfectionist that comes in so many different facets, whether it was my eating disorder, my grades, my just goals I set, and feeling like I was, whether I was or not, that I was always behind. That at my point in life, I should be much more successful than I actually am. And that contributed a lot even to where I have been and where I am now, like geographically, mentally, financially. It all kind of comes back down to feeling like my mentality and my reality are not fully aligned, and I don't know what that necessarily looks like. And I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to go through all of the motions that go with applying for disability and finding things and opportunities that are remote that work for me, which, especially given our circumstances right now, definitely a thing. And it just makes me really realize that even the things that I set in my head of like here is what I'm ultimately aiming for in my life and what I envision, which in my head seems really simple of, I just want to honestly, I just want to have like a tiny home in the middle of just nature, have things very, very simple. Let's have a garden, let's have some dogs, let's go crazy. And even that is setting an expectation that I have in my head of, exactly the location, what I want to be doing, how I want to spend each day. It's setting everything up. And there's obviously good things in the whole idea of manifestation and, you know, wanting to have these goals and knowing what you like and what makes you the most joyous, I guess, and trying to shoot for that. But it's also been just an underlying theme and feeling in regardless of really whatever I do is just an inner doubt, I guess, for how many times I've really like fallen flat on my face in what I've tried to do, and just part of that question of the unknown and how to go about things. It is automatically kind of just setting the wrong tone, and it's setting the wrong, just the wrong underlying idea of what I might be trying to do and embark on. So if this makes any sense to you, I really hope it does, that I am not at all numbers or logical. I'm very emotionally driven, and the amount of awareness I have for myself and like how I am is through the roof, just, you know, based off of how I am and how I live. And it has left me at this interesting point where I am now of kind of feeling like I'm both scrambling and trying to like make everything work exactly how I want it to, and having this mentality that I want no expectations and I want to go into everything with no expectations, and yet I technically still have expectations even when I say that, and I still have this underlying like plan in my head of how I want things to go, and there is certainly a lot of guilt and beating myself up if those things don't work out, even when I very logically know that, you know, a lot of it is not even in my control. So it's this ever constant battle, and it's felt like it's really been prevalent right now, and I wanted to speak to it, and just for whoever needs to hear it, that I'm learning, and I feel like I'm on that path of learning how to feel just centered and grounded in the present circumstances of whatever they might be. And rather than always wanting to chase for something and feeling like I need to get to the next step, and let's be real, I've always rushed everything, and I am always looking for what's next, what's the next thing I can do, and still that gosh darn productivity, darn you capitalism of always needing to do, because, you know, it's been a lot of learning that I need to fight against the thing in my head that says that I need to do to be. And to be and just be is, for lack of better terms, probably the hardest thing to do. And if we learn anything during this time of kind of forced distance and forced introspection, I hope that we can start really attending to ourselves, honoring ourselves, and whatever that might be, learning what your ideal boundaries and expectations truly are, that are not just what you might assume in your head is the best or should be the best, but really what truly works for you and honors you, because you deserve it. I probably deserve it. I need to hear this. That's why I'm saying it. So with that, I hope that you're safe and you're well, and that all that you love are safe and well right now, and all the best sending your way. And thank you for being here, doing your thing, and I will see you next time.